Hi everyone, this is Vic from the Systems Within Systems channel. Today I just wanted to take a moment to expand upon some of the concepts I introduced in the last video, specifically about balance, how to take it, more ideas about manipulation, how to bring that into your combat repertoire. Some of you may know I have a background in Judo, Jiu-Jitsu, and Aikido, and if you've studied any of those martial arts, then these concepts will feel very familiar to you. So this is Mike, he's one of the students at our school. So just to cover what I went over in the last video, the ideas of live and dead space. So live and dead space are pretty simple to understand. If Mike takes a stance, so live space is where his feet are, dead space is where his feet aren't, right? If I want to move him, the easiest thing for me to do is just to come right into this space and push through, right? So if he gives me a little bit of resistance, right, you can see from here, I'm not getting much movement. But all I have to do is change the angle where I'm coming in, and he goes. Not very hard to understand. So the next part of this is, how do I start working against his live space, right? Depending on the environment or the attack that's coming in or the way that I'm moving, it may not be possible for me to get to this perfect angle and move him the way I'd like to move him, right? Sometimes I may be ambushed, right? Depending on what's going on, I might have to work through his strong position, right? So in order to deal with that, all I really have to do is add another dimension of motion, right? Moving through dead space, I can just take one finger and push straight ahead, and he'll go, because he has nothing to support him there. But if I want to move him this way, right, instead of trying to push straight in, right, so now we're going straight to straight, all I do is I sink a little bit, angle myself upward, and I lift. And now he goes, right? This should be a very, very familiar concept to anybody who's ever studied Judo before. You'll see in all of the books, all of the videos, anyone who's describing some of the basic throws, right? You don't just come in and push. You always have some angle, right? So for your basic leg sweeps, right, you get this 45-degree angle right here. And that's where you get your off-balancing from, right? You go in and down. And that's where you start to get your manipulation, right? So the same thing can be applied to any one of my blocking techniques, right? Say he throws a punch, right? And I can't pull him this way. What if there's a wall here? What if there's a table, something? I can't really manipulate him in this direction. So if I want to pull him straight in a straight line, right, all I do, if I try to pull him this way, right, so resist, right, and I try to pull him straight, it's not going to work. So instead, I just add an up and a down. And you can see, he goes really easily. I'm still pulling him in the same line, but I've added a little bit of up and a little bit of down, right? I can do either one, right? So maybe he comes in again with that same punch. Here, right, and I just take it straight down. And you can see how it takes him over his base of support, right? I'm not working through it, I'm not trying to fight against it, I'm just taking him away from it. And that's the difference here, right? So this can be incorporated into striking technique, can be incorporated into blocking technique. You can use it to set up manipulation, so I like it as an infighting move or an entry move a lot, right? So if he has his hands up, I just come in here, right? And I can just come right into this space. And now I'm attacking it from several different positions, right? So I have my knee against his knee, I have my hand here. His support is this way. And all I do is I buckle it, and I pull him down and in. And this sets me up for this lovely rear naked choke. Other things you can do with it, right? Like I showed before, it comes off a blocking technique. So he throws something, and I can attack it. So this, again, this is a line of support. His legs are lined up here, and I'm pulling him in the same direction of his hands. He can resist it, right? So he resisted, right? That's fine. I add a little bit of down. And again, I can set him up for manipulations, throws, takedowns, whatever. So, like I said, it's a simple idea. We've taken what we've discussed before, and we've expanded upon it a little bit. We've gone from the idea of just working where he's weak to how to work against both weak and strong. Alright everybody, thank you for watching. I hope you liked what you saw. If you did, you can hit the like button and subscribe. If you have any more questions you'd like to follow up at the school, we have a link to our website in the description and links to the podcast in the blog. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to write them and we'll do our best to get back to you.